Okay, this is just a short tutorial on working the short rows for the Alpenglow Shawl and placing the markers and counting the stitches between the markers, making the wraps and the turns and things like that, just real quick. So as you can see, I've worked my first 20 rows and I've joined color B. So this is my right side. I've worked the beginning and the yarn over, knit front and back, and then 26 stitches. So I'm here to the place where I'm supposed to place my marker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place my marker on the right needle. Okay, actually let me do this color. All right, so I'm going to place my marker on the right needle here, and then I'm going to work the slip, wrap, and turn. So slip, wrap, and turn is generally the language that's used for working this kind of wrap. You don't have to do it in that order. So in the video, Shandy does it in the order that I work it in, which is to actually turn the work first and then work the slip and the wrap. You don't have to do that. You can do the slip. So to do the slip, before you do the wrap and the turn, you want to bring the yarn to the front, slip the stitch purlwise, so tip to tip, bring the yarn to the back, and then you're going to slip the stitch that you just slipped back to the left needle, and then bring the yarn back to the front. Okay, if you do all of that, then all you have to do is turn your work and you're set up ready to go for the next row. You're just going to slip that stitch marker back over to the other side and then work your way back toward the beginning. So the reason that I do it the way that Shandy demonstrates in the video is because I feel like I get a better tension on this stitch right here. So you can see there's a lot of yarn that's pulling on that stitch that I just wrapped. And when I work it the other way, it's not quite so tight. It just has a better tension for me. So you might want to just experiment and see. You can work it the way that Shandy works it in the video. You can try working it the way I just showed. I'll show it again in just a minute here. But it's really up to you what order you slip and wrap and turn, as long as you do all three of those things at the place where it's telling you to slip, wrap, and turn. Okay, so this is the beginning of the wrong side row of short row A. So I'm going to knit 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to place a second marker. And once I place that marker, I'm just going to continue to the end of the row in the direction I'm already working. So I have a total of 6 stitches between the markers, and now I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I'll slip my marker, knit, drop that yarn over, and because I joined the yarn, it's a little loose over here, so I just cinch everything up a little bit, knit that last stitch. Okay, I'm going to turn my work, and again, everything's a little loose over here because I've joined the new color. Now, when I go to work this next row, I'm actually going to bring my working color A up and over working color B. So there's a little bit of a twist right there. It's going to come behind the needle, and then I'm going to work with color B again, but it's going to cinch that color A up, and that's carrying your yarn up. That's basically how you're going to carry the yarn up the side, is to bring it over the working strand of yarn each time you need to get it up the side. All right, so This is the second right side row of short row A. So knit, yarn over, knit, slip my marker. And then again, because I'm at the beginning of a right side row, I'm going to work a yarn over and a knit front and back. And then I'm going to knit to the next marker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So if you remember, there was 23 stitches back. One of those stitches was used for the knit front and back. So now 22 stitches. All right. And now I have another slip, wrap, and turn. So I'm going to move the stitch marker to my right needle. And then again, going to work the slip, wrap, and turn. So again, if you want to do it in that order, bring the working yarn to the front, slip the next stitch from the left needle to the right, tip to tip, bring the yarn to the back around the left side of that stitch, and then slip the stitch back to your left needle, again tip to tip, and then bring the working yarn back to the front. And then you've worked the slip and the wrap. Now you're simply going to turn your work. Slip, wrap, and now there's the turn. Okay? If you want to do it the way that Shandy demonstrates in the video, again, that's fine. And then for the final wrong side row, you're going to slip the stitch marker back over and then simply knit back to the final marker as usual. And then you're going to continue on with color A as directed in the pattern. So that's it. Hope that helps.